Yes, well, it's sort of what I was saying before about the world evolving, and certainly the film world is evolving. There are many, many more women who are in positions to financially greenlight films, to make them happen, to pay for them. And and there are more women directors, and there are more women writers. There are fewer, the only thing where it's really fallen down is in journalism, I think. There are fewer and fewer women critics, at least in the United States. I don't know how it is here, but I know it's the same in England.
It's the same.
It's all this, it's all one class of human being, and not so many women. But there are lots of women journalists who are working, but they're not writing critically about film. And even if they are, they're not recognized as much. So that's a real problem. To talk about Doubt is a film where I play, it's from a Pulitzer Prize-winning play in the United States by John Patrick Shanley. And it's about the sort of battle between a Mother Superior. I play a Mother Superior in a Sisters of Charity, which is a teaching order of nuns in the United States, and a priest who is her superior, who is Philip Seymour Hoffman. And we come at loggerheads. We have a battle of wills. And and Amy Adams plays a young nun in it, and it's a very strong drama. Both of us vie for her approbation. So it's a very interesting thing, and I think it's gotten a lot of press because it's based on a play that won a prize. Just like Mamma Mia had an initial audience because it was based on a musical that had reached many, many people already. It's interesting that you put these two experiences together, De Niro, Pacino, and, feminism. That's sort of more, when I worked with those guys, well, Bob is my friend, and I've known him and loved him for many, many, many years. And I only worked with Pacino very recently in Angels in America. But I also knew him as a friend for a long time. So I have no objectivity on them, but I think they are male chauvinist pigs. No, I'm kidding. I think they're old school in a kind of way. Old school. Vecchio scuola. In terms of the women in public life, how they've had good influence on public men, I always think that's true. There are a number of studies in the United States that say, in terms of separate sex education, that boys that go to all boys schools, and then girls that go to all girls schools, and then they compare them to a coeducational school. And girls' schools are very good because they're very good for girls. And co-ed schools are very good for boys. It's very good for boys to have the girls there, but not so good, they say, in terms of how the girls learn to be influenced by the boys. So I don't know why this is, but I think it has to do with still we're just regarded as a little bit less capable on a certain level, women in public life, and it's just inching now towards a kind of parity. This great organization of women presidents, I think it's It's Bachelet in Chile and Mary Robinson, and they've put together a consortium of female leaders to try to shift how public policy and how world affairs are looked at, and sort of to put a female regard on future thinking in terms of education, health care, all the things that women traditionally think about more than the place in the hierarchy of power in the world and things like that. So, I don't know. I think the world is getting very much better. I have 3 daughters, and I think they are extraordinary. And I have a son who is equally as interesting a person and is supportive of them and they of him. And I think the world is getting better for everybody. But it's a process.